Hey, welcome back everyone. I'm Danny Burke. Now this is going to be a little bit of a creepy video. You know how in horror movies there's always like a creepy phone number that's cursed and you're not supposed to call it, otherwise something terrible will happen? Well, sometimes that appears to happen in the real world too. People out there have some pretty scary stories about phone numbers that you shouldn't call. But hey, you guys should be the judges of that, I think. I'm just a messenger. This is the top 10 phone numbers you should never call. Coming at number 10, we have Sadako's number. In Japan, many people believe that the number 090-4444-4444 is a sinister number that you should never call in any circumstances. In Japanese, the number 4 is shi, which sounds a lot like the word for death. So yeah, the number itself is pretty much just death. But it's said to get even worse if you call it. Apparently, you will hear a strange, creepy noise and then die within 1 week from a freak accident. 7 days. It's basically like the phone version of The Ring. So no thank you. Alright, we're just getting started now. We're at number 9 and we have the red numbers. Now this one originates from Nigeria back in July 2004. Emails started spreading around the country at this time warning people to not call or answer anything from these numbers. They would apparently appear on the phone in bright red when your phone rang. Now if you did take the call, people said a high frequency sound would blast out of the phone and cause hearing loss and even brain hemorrhaging, which killed people. At the time, the biggest Nigerian cell network in the country put out a statement saying the deaths weren't real, but some people out there still swear the numbers and the noise coming from them were 100% real. Alright, moving on to number 8 now guys. We have 10 million. I'm saying that because it's easier than just saying 1 followed by 7 zeros. Anyway, there has been a legend spreading around Asia for a number of years now that if you call the number 10 million, a male voice will answer and instantly tell you that if you do not call 15 people and tell them to call this number, you will die very quickly. Apparently, that's how the knowledge of the number has spread so rapidly around the world. Even in Western countries, I found stories online about people getting calls from this number. I don't really know what's going on. I would ask you guys to help me find out, but I don't want you to die. So, let's move on to our number 7 now, and we have Susie's Dying. This one's really creepy. It's an old one that dates back to the 1970s in the UK. Now back then, there were payphone boxes everywhere in the streets, and there was a strange number that could be called inside of them for free. When it was answered, a woman's voice would reply and say in a very monotonous tone, "Help me. Help me, Susie's dying." She would say that over and over again on repeat. Now sometimes it would change to help me, Susie's drowning. Equally creepy. No thank you. A lot of people calling this number back then were kids who, now that they're adults, are struggling to remember the